They need to fix this ASAP.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
And off we go from Denver. Across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own. Yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A short throw to Ingram. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. A pass for Sutton is
Let's go.
intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Warren going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On the give, it's Warren. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Adam Thielen from 3 yards out. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next the score, Steelers 7, Broncos 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Now it's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Another first down.
Head knocked off.
19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A handoff for Warren. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Here's Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We are going.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
It's fourth down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Second down.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Just the one touchdown in that first.
All them blockers and just one dude is just chasing me down for dear life.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I thought I should have just kicked the field goal.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Rodgers now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a run with Warren. And he's got
Get the fuck out. Come on, man, with the bullshit, man.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
throwing is Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darnell Washington, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And now the ball's out.
Fuck out of here.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the
Get the fuck out of here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The fuck out of here, man.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So I'm
turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the
30 yards underthrown.
You got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 62 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
Fuck.
line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Jalen Warren, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. They'll run it. Warren. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A gain of 13 yards.
Rudolph. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Another Steelers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Running left, it's Warren. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing here, Rudolph. Now he'll tuck this and run. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now Rudolph. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their
What the fuck does double team landslide mean? Like, what does it mean?
What to do next?
Because no one touched him.
Here's 2nd down. Rudolph now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now we can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now it's Rudolph.
The fuck out of here, man. It's the same thing every time.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
On 4th down, Rudolph. He'll try to do it himself. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And now they'll shift things around. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Nix to the air. He'll try and do this himself. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock a more pressing factor. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
319. Over 50. 319.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Come the fuck.
Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Yo, there's not that many drops anywhere, man. Come on.
2nd and 10.
Look at this. Just didn't even look at him at a block. He just...
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
26. 319. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll try and do this, and that is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Nick's going to keep this himself. He'll air this one out for Mims. This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Broncos.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Broncos will...
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Yeah.
That makes the score.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, The head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard